So I always seem to get this question every time I do a garage review video. I just want to let you guys know that if you do want to get your garage reviewed, please do check out the many perks available on my Patreon. Link is in the description below, because a garage review, or an in-depth garage review, depending on what tier you get, is exclusive to Patrons only. Anyway, let's get into the video. Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back, and welcome back to another episode of Talent Drives. Today we're back with not really a garage review. This is definitely more of a garage showcase. In terms of garages that I've showcased, this is definitely the youngest garage I have ever showcased ever in the history of garage showcases. So today we're going to be reviewing Sofanny's garage. Now you might have heard of Sofanny. He has been in my more recent streams because he is a relatively new, if not I would say new, patron. I think he joined a couple months ago. He has 18,000 trophies. He just hit 500 RQ. He has 330 renown out of 1,000, and in his bank account he has 200,000 cash and 558 gold. So anyway, today we're going to be showcasing his garage because earlier today I actually did a garage review for him, and we spent, I would say, about 3 hours going through basically what cars that he wanted to use as fuse, what cars he wanted to keep, and how to upgrade every single car. I always love reviewing these kind of garages because at the same time it's kind of like, I don't even know what car to recommend for you at this point because you have everything. Bear in mind that this garage is 300 days old. That's like 10 months, less than a year, significantly less than a year. So let me know where your garage and what your garage was looking like when it was 10 months old. Definitely mine wasn't looking like this. Anyway, so I do know the owner pretty well, and I know what his goals are. His favorite countries are going to be Japan and France, and his dream cars are the Koenigsegg, not Regera, the Yimera, and the Dodge Demon, of course. I mean, who doesn't want the Dodge Demon, right? Man's got good taste, I'll tell you right now. One other thing I know about his garage and the owner in general is that he doesn't like commons and uncommons, and I don't blame him for it because when I started playing the game, I didn't like the lower rarities either. I didn't even care about the lower rarities. I mean, he doesn't like commons and uncommons, so he was like, yeah, you know, don't mind, there are a lot of stock commons lying around, like the, you know, the Vivio or the Impreza, but I was like, chill, bro, like, everybody hates commons, or at least almost everybody. I definitely don't like collecting them either. It doesn't help that Hutch decided to use like the most dull and boring gray to signify common. Like, I don't know, man. Like, if you want to make your rarity enticing, at least don't make the pack named where you get commons from a plastic pack. Like, Hutch is devaluing them as they are, okay? And even, you know, the gray that they're using, I mean, come on. But yeah, this is the common collection. As you can see, it's very big. He knows what cars are super useful, like the Ford Fiesta, and then of course the Alfa Romeo Spider Veloce as well. But anyway, let me give you a quick rundown, okay? This garage is 300 days old. I mean, I will show you, you know, proof that it's actually 300 days old, because if you look into the daily rewards, look at that. Next day, 299. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. And in this entire garage, I mean, you've already seen the remap, 2,000 cars. That's more cars than I have. 209 commons, 272 uncommons, 340 rare, 428 super rare, 504 ultra rares, 197 epics, and 56 legendaries. In terms of cars that are fully upgraded, we're talking about 93 ultra rares, so that's actually really crazy. Over 500 ultra rares, but only 93 of them are max. So definitely, he's got the cars, but he's got a lot of work to do in maxing everything out. And that's basically what we talked about in the garage review before I recorded this video. We were just talking about what cars we could max and what cars we could set aside. Not to mention though, he has a lot of cars at 2 stars, and they can be maxed when needed. That's his entire philosophy. I'll max the car when I need it. So I'll show you examples later, but a lot of cars are kind of at like 16 out of 24, and he can always buy in the upgrades when needed because it's a waste of money to buy upgrades too early. But anyway, let's move on with uncommons now. So once again, we're gonna go through uncommons and commons really quick because, yeah, this thing, I freaking need this thing. I am stuck in Christmas collection right now because I don't have this piece of crap and I need it. If I do not get it within the next like 10 days, I will not be getting the Chrysler Ultra Rare from Christmas collection. That just, it sounds surreal, but that might actually happen if I don't drop a Fiat X19 from a prize board. No, I am not opening aluminum packs and steel packs to try and get this. It's a waste of money. I'm not doing that. No way. But anyway, let's look at the rest of the uncommons here. So a lot of them are also stock, but once again, he doesn't really care too much about uncommons. I mean, saying he doesn't really care about uncommons, and he has 272 of them is a bit counterintuitive, but he does play at a very, very high level. Let's be crazy. Let's be honest here. But yeah, this is another card that I need if I want to pass it around that I'm stuck on in Christmas collection. I actually have the Datsun Sport, but my Datsun Sport is 332. Because why do I want a 323 a car with 77 handling? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even hit 80, and we're talking about like Japanese cars that usually hit past 80 for uncommon. But in this case, for Christmas collection, 77 handling was the way to go. So there you go. I wasn't ready for that. I have two Imprezas as well. The Impreza is a very good car. But yeah, everything else here is basically what you would expect from an uncommon garage. Basically, every key card that is needed, every Blossom choice, he already has it. It's actually pretty interesting to see what he doesn't have on the high end, if there is anything at all. But as you can see here, we got 4 of the Bluebirds, which are very, very useful. I told him, quickly max those 3 out, because if you watch my Top Drive stream for clubs yesterday, you would know that I use all 3 of mine like at least 50 times. But yeah, Renaults and Eunice Roadsters, Europa Twin Cams, etc, etc. These are all very good cars. Chevrolet Volt, and of course the Fiat Barchetta. If we go into all cars, I guess we can see what he's missing, because obviously I have access to his account, as I do with a lot of players. Yeah, I mean, the things that he's missing, it's not like that you need them. Maybe the Ford Escort is pretty decent. Well, not decent, it's just that there are moments where I feel like it's somewhat needed and it can get some value. I've seen people get some value out of the Vauxhall Frontera. The main problem with the Vauxhall Frontera is that the handling on that is just atrocious. But yeah, everything else, I mean, it looks like he has the key cards anyway. He's not really missing out anything that anybody actually needs. Maybe this because it's an estate and it might be useful in the Jaguar XJ220, but to each his own. Moving on to rares now, let's go back into my cars and let's check out his rare collection. So once again, we're going to be going through rares pretty quickly because I'm pretty sure what everybody wants to see are the high end, so basically ultra rare and above. And I really want to showcase and spend more time on ultra rares as well, because there's some pretty crazy stuff there. Over 500 ultra rares. That's more ultra rares than I have in my garage, and I've been playing for what, 4.5 years? Or close to 4.5 years, I think, someone like that. And this garage is only 300 days old. I still cannot believe that this garage is only 300 days old. But yeah, moving on now, we have, the Chevrolet Corvette 396. Sofani was telling me how much he loves this car. I love it too. Great MRA. Pretty decent top speed as well. In fact, good top speed for a rare, but definitely not the level of like, Ghibli or what else is very high, like the Aston Martin, was it Zagato, I think it's called. So yeah, we'll look at those later. But yeah, Rancheros, it's funny because since Sofani's garage is only 300 days old, he obviously doesn't know, as maybe you guys watching right now would know about the whole MZ12 final. Remember that, when the Land Rover Defender 110 used to be uncommon and it was beating epics and ultra rares in the snow? That's just a moment in Top Drive's history, isn't it? But yeah. Moving on, a lot of duplicates, as you can see. 2 of the PT Cruisers, 2 of the DSs, I mean, a lot of Fuse lying around, 3 of the Alfa Romeos, and of course 3 of the Volvo V40s. Yo, you know what, let me know down in the comments below how you would upgrade. If you had 3 Volvo V40s, what would you do? I told Sofani to go get 2 969 and 1 996. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I don't think this is a car that you really want a 699, but I might be wrong. I mean, some people are finding, little gems here and there in terms of, niche upgrades for very specific cars in the lower rarities of the game. But yeah, we have a collection here. He has a lot of Christmas collection cars, by the way, of the Nissan Silvia K. If we have time, I will just show you his entire Christmas collection. 4 rally specs, 2 Chargers, 2 124 Spiders, absolutely amazing cars, and yes, the DB4, that's what I was talking about. That's a higher top speed, I would say, than the Corvette, I think, because I think the Corvette hits 160, 165 though. I definitely expected a higher top speed on the DB4. Was it? Oh, even the Virages is only at 166. Okay, for some reason I was under the impression that it was at least in the 170s. But anyway, moving on now is super rare. So we have 428 super rares. We're gonna get by these really quickly. So once again, there are a lot of cars here. So if you want to, right now, you watching, anyone watching, if you want to pause and look at any of these cars maxed out, feel free to do so at any time. For the most part, these cars, oh, like this one over here, this is, I think. Yeah, this one's already basically maxed out. So that's what I was saying earlier. It only says that he has like 93 ultra rares max, but he has a lot of ultra rares. I know this isn't an ultra rare, but he has a lot of cars like this, right? 16 out of 24. They're ready, they're good to go. The money's gonna go into them. Basically, he maxes cars out when he needs to, which is actually a very smart way to play. In fact, the Atlas has gotten the same treatment. One super cool quirk about this garage as well is that it's always 16 out of 24. He always seems to put in one upgrade after, you know, putting in all the fuses, which I think is pretty funny, because usually you can just leave it at 15 out of 24, but he puts it at 16 out of 24, which I think is a really cool quirk, you know, 16 out of 24. That is a so fanny quirk right there. But yeah, moving on, we're gonna see all of these, you know, this one is another super I don't have max, which I've needed for a very long time. It's just crazy. Look at this. This is all 2 stars, 1624, 1924 in that one. This one is just bone stock. Okay, that one's bone stock. Yeah, the Camino, we talked about the Camino, how it was really cool. 16? Yeah, 16 out of 24 on the Alpine. But yeah, it's crazy. This garage is 300 days old, and there is just so much here. I think that he has, if you count all the 2 stars as fully upgraded, I think he has more fully upgraded super rares than I do. But then again, I hate super rares. I hate maxing them out. I think it's a waste of money. But you know, you need them for these kind of challenges nowadays, because, you know, like the Christmas collection challenge or the horror show challenge, they basically make you use everything. So, you know, Hutch puts you in a chokehold and they just like, use the stupid PT Cruiser. It's annoying. I can make a whole video about that. It's like kind of like, how much am I going to go and disrespect myself to max a PT Cruiser for some stupid challenge? I didn't even win the grand prize token anyway, so what was the point, you know? But at the same time, I don't want to sell the PT Cruiser because I know I'm never going to max it again because it's a PT Cruiser. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want the PT Cruiser in my garage because it's a PT Cruiser. It's like having a curse in your garage. So, you know, it's a whole, like, I think it's more of a personal problem, but let me know if you guys have these kind of, you know, what's the word? Not complimenting, conflicting thoughts in your mind as well about these kind of things. But yeah, Boxers, 1624, Roof, 1624. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Hopefully I'm not going by too quickly. He's got 5 of the Land Rover Discovery Sports, and a funny story he told me about the Lancia Deltas. He told me that he was looking for these Lancia Deltas forever, and you know, like I said, this garage is 300 days old, and only I think a week ago he got it, so this is 9 days old. This one is also 9 days old, so you know, that happens sometimes when you're playing the game. You're looking for a car, you're looking for a car, you're looking for a car, and then suddenly boom, not 1, here's 2, here's 3, whatever. It was like me with the wide body, right? I was looking for the wide body for like what, 2 years, and then I just get it twice in one night on my birthday. So it was a perfect birthday, to be fair, but come on, like, what are the odds of that actually happening? You know what I mean? Alright, moving on now, we have the, like I said, his Christmas collection is insane. So now we have a family of fair ladies. If I remember correctly, I think they're 10. Yeah, they're 10 fair ladies. And here's a pretty interesting one. I think one of them is drag spec. So this one right here, 4.586 drag spec fair lady. I have to say, pretty viable strat. I would do the same. For my second one, we have 4 rotary engines as well, 2 Lotus Elise Sprints. It's actually crazy to see that he has 10 300 fair ladies, but only 2 Elite Sprints. Yeah, the Mustang GT convertible is fantastic. Rubis, we got the Datsuns, and once again, man, this is slightly annoying that this gray Chrysler 300S is among the red. Like, come on, can you separate yourself, please? But yeah, it's kind of like he's in a house of just red. But yeah, moving on now, we have BMW Z4s, just the whole BMW collection over here. This is also a drag spec 328i, which came in handy for what it was, the 1995, 1997, I think it was the Peugeot 905B challenge. But yeah, moving on now, let's talk about ultra rares. Now this is where things gets exciting, okay? Pretty crazy shit in here, I'm gonna be real with you. So once again, pause the video whenever you like if you see a car that, you know, is max and you'll be like, oh, I've never seen that car max before. To be fair, I don't think there are a lot of like cars, ultra rares that SoFanny has, which a lot of people might not have owned. No, what am I trying to say? I think there are not a lot of cars that SoFanny has that a lot of people would wonder what it would be like max, you know what I mean? Because why would SoFanny even max crap ultra rares? And there are a bunch of ultra rares here that are at 2 stars, I think, not this one, at 2 stars, and they are basically fully upgraded, but like I said, he just needs to spend the cash to finish them off. A lot of fuse material here too. We spent so much time in the garage review when we were talking about his ultra rares because there is so much fuse. Now, obviously there are cars like the Murano Cross Cabriolet, which I didn't like, it's locked because like I said earlier on in the video, he is a collector of Japanese and French cars. But then there are, you know, crappy cars like the XJR. There are also really crappy cars like the BMW X5. They are still locked, but I know that SoFanny has a list of fuse ultra rares because, you know, I wrote that list for him, and I just made sure that I didn't add any French or Japanese cars because those are his niches, so we're not gonna let them go. Like the 335i, like why? This is one of the worst ultra rares in the game in my opinion, and of course all these Bentleys as well. They're still locked though, which I think it's funny. It's crazy. I think he has almost every ultra rare in the game. Afterwards we can look at the ultra rares that he's missing, but I don't think there's a lot. But yeah, moving on here, I don't think we've seen a lot of 2 stars. This one's at 2 stars, 16 out of 24. But definitely we saw a lot more 2 stars when it came to super rares. So imagine the amount of rares that had to die to get, you know, his super rare stage to that level. Like I said, Christmas collection is going to be insane. You're going to see a lot of Christmas collection cars. Like I said, I'm going to filter by Christmas collection later so you can just see what it all looks like. We have 4 Challenger SRT8s over here as well. Like I said, guys, 300-day-old account, less than 300 days, like 299. 2 Baby Driver GDFs, I definitely want that just because of Baby Driver. And then we have, for some reason, 7 Subaru Impreza WRXs. This thing is absolutely atrocious. It's even funnier because SoFanny told me that he is a Mitsubishi guy. So he likes Japanese cars, but he's a Mitsubishi guy. He is not a Subaru guy. So to have 7 of those is kind of funny. 3 Sport Megans, which are fantastic. We have an army of Nissan Silvias, 370Zs. I think he is a new account, and he came at the right time because JPT was the first update that dropped since he played. I mean, to put it into comparison, this account is so young that American Frontier was already out when he started playing, which means that he's only ever seen 1 update in this game. But yeah, which is JPT. So it just shows how slow top drives were with car content updates this year. Only 1 update for the entire year of 2021. Like, bruh. This is also on my wish list, the Gomme de Garçon, as I call it, because it's not CDG, it's GDG. I love the picture on that. I think the main reason why it's on my wish list is because of that picture. So, you know, a picture, you know, means 1,000 words, you know, so you gotta get a good picture for a car. I don't know why Hutch still uses like side profiles of cars where you can't see the front or the back, or it's, you know, black and white, because it just devalues the car in my opinion. But yeah, anyway, moving on. One of the most insane things about this garage is the TVR Tuscan convertible. I want you guys watching right now, comment down below how many TVR Tuscan convertibles he has. I'll give you 3 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, you got that comment down? Let's go, boys. So we got 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. What? I mean, I've been playing this game for like, what, 4.5 years, and I do not have ultra rares at this level. I used to hoard Martinis, it stopped at 6. I'm currently hoarding Roof BTRs, that's only at 5. And he has 11 TVR Tuscan convertibles, and like I said, bro, 300-day-old account. Freaking crazy. It's actually ridiculous. Impreza WRX 200, this is a very good one to have. Hopefully, it's 3238. Personally, I would 233, but we've had this conversation already, so Fanny, you want to use it for the dry, then you 233. If you want to use it for the wet, you 323. We got an army of Porsches, some Mercs, Europas, Infinities. I mean, this garage is absolutely insane. At the end of the day, guys, if your garage doesn't look like this at 300 days, or doesn't look like this if you've been playing for 4 years, don't feel bad. Because this garage is just next level. My garage isn't this insane as well, and like I said, it's like 4 years older. We have 7 of the 911 RSs. I don't even know how he has so many duplicates of this. I get the TVR. The TVR has, you know, Christmas collection, so he could have opened a bunch of Christmas collection packs and got a bunch of TVRs. But the Porsche 911 RS is so random. It has never gotten any special tag, so how did he unpack so many of these? It's actually crazy. 3 911 Carrera 4s, 3 X-Trails, couple of Evo 4s. You know, one funny thing, which I think is insane, as you can see, 4 edges, is that he has, like, you know, so many duplicates of, you know, so many cars, but his Achilles heel, or Achilles heel, I think that's how you pronounce it, is the Chevrolet Colorado. he only has one Chevrolet Colorado. So over here you can see he has, you know, this is my Achilles heel, okay? Like I only have one Lancia 037, but he has 4. He has 6, you know, XE Dynamic S7, sorry. You know, 2 GMC Terrains and how many? 5 RS200s, but he only has 1 Colorado. So there you go, that's the one weakness. He has 1 Colorado. And I think he actually doesn't have a Tamora, right? That's one thing. You have all these Tuscans, bro, but you don't have a Tamora. That's actually crazy. I think he did wishlist all of the ultra rares he doesn't have. So let me go into status. Let's go into all cars wishlisted. Rarity, yeah, so he's missing 52 ultra rares. So these are the cars that he's currently missing. He's only missing 52 ultra rares, and he's only been playing for less than 300 days. Some key cars here though: the Tamora, the Cadillac CTS Coupe. I would say that the Maserati Quattroporte is actually, you know, pretty good too. So, you know, that's one car that he's missing. But everything else here, I would say that the 300C Hemi isn't bad. It's actually a pretty good car. So that's a pretty heavy one to miss. But is there anything else here? I have gotten, you know, value out of the Neon, so that's pretty good. The Giulia, I've gotten value out of it, so that's a pretty good one too. But I mean, for the most part, he has basically every key car. I would say that the biggest dud would be the TVR Tamora. But anyway, let's move on now to Epic. So he has 300, I think. No, he has 190, okay, not 300. He has 197 Epic, so let's go. So once again, a lot of fuse. I remember when he showed me his garage, he was telling me that all this is basically fuse, besides like the Peugeot, because obviously it's French and all, and that's a good car as well. But yeah, a lot of cars here. He has 2 208 T16s R5s, which I think is absolutely crazy. He has the Holy Trinity, as I call it, right? He has the Peugeot 207, the 208, and the T16. Not the T16, sorry. What is it called? The Maxi, the 306, that's right. All these numbers, man. He has the Maybach. This is on my wish list. I really want the Maybach. I think it's actually on my wish list. I'm not sure if it's on my actual Top Drives wish list or is it the wish list in my head. It should be on my actual wish list. Aston Martin DBS Carbon Black. So Fanny, we were talking in the garage review about the Aston Martin that was in the Shadows. So I told you that the car, the Aston Martin on the In the Shadows pack, wasn't featured in the tag. This one, however, was. So I'm pretty sure Hutch just made a mistake and they never changed the thumbnail. This car is going to be useful in the future because it's an estate. It will help you in the Jaguar XJ220. I do love my estate, so I feel pretty confident in actually getting the Jag, which is about time because I did not win the Rimac or the Veneno or the Senna. But then again, I couldn't win the Senna. I had an owner's challenge. And I did win the, what was my owner's prize for the Senna? I can't remember. Oh, it was the 4GT. I did win that. Yeah. It was the 4GT, so that was pretty good. 2 XJs, 2 Infinities. What else he's got? 2 AMG CLK DTMs. Absolutely crazy car, but it doesn't matter because he has 2 Spiker C8s, which is the same thing but slightly better. But yeah, we were talking about, yeah, the V12 Vantage, of course. There's a new V12 Vantage coming out very soon. Very excited for that. Charger Juice, and of course he won the Rimac, and you can see why, because he has 3 Max Caterham JPEs. He also has a Max Bugatti EB100, which I'm very sorry for. Absolutely hate that car. 3 RSRs, 2 Dongs, very good Dongs, 2 W12s, M4S, a couple of Subis, a couple of Mitsus. He's got the Ford GT40. The Durango is a really good one of Max as well. One of the best BMW all-surface target cars. I mean, my mom's car, right? It's pretty crazy. It used to be 88 MRA, then it got nerfed, then it got buffed again. It went through an entire journey. The pretty interesting one about the Evora, he told me, basically his Evora right now is 332. I'm just saying, I can F him up right now if I just clicked buy. No, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, obviously he told me that this right now is at 332, but he doesn't know. Maybe he wants to 233 it. I think it was a mistake that he said. So he says that, you know, he's either looking for another one so he can 233 another one, so he can finally finish this one off without wasting 3 ultra rares basically. But yeah, I don't think he is in a problem of wasting ultra rares anyway. Where were we? I don't know why I didn't even click the escape button. We were at the Evora. So moving on is the Gallardos. We have 3 Ford Mustang GT4s, 2 wide boys. Seriously, it took him less than 300 days to get a wide boy. To get 2 wide boys. I just wish I knew what that felt like. 2 C8 Perliators, 2 Porsche Tigers. I did see him max this when we were doing the reviews. That was pretty cool. He used 3 D Tomasos to put into that, the red tomatoes. Furai, SRT10, FR500, Lancer Evo. I mean, there's some very, very good cars here. And last but not least, let's talk about legendaries, okay? So this is his legendary collection. Starting us off, we have the Pagani Zonda S, the Cadillac ATS-V. ATS-V is a fantastic car to have, and of course, 3 Subaru Legacy V4s. I don't even have 3 of the same legendary. I have a lot of duplicates, but I've never had, ooh baby, a triple. So he's got 3 of those. Maserati Birdcage 75th, MC12 Stradale. I'm not sure if he has the, if he chose the Stradale, I'm not sure if he chose the Carrera GT. And if he doesn't have, and if he has the Carrera GT, it means that he doesn't have the Dakar. But yeah, obviously, you know he really wanted the Rimac, right? 3 JPEs, and then the Bugatti EB110. And then I think the final car he was using was the GMC Typhoon, so that was that. One of the few American dream cars I think I've never unpacked before. I've unpacked 2 Cyclones though, but yeah, move that, which was useless in the Rimac finals. 2-star GTR. This helped him. He said for the Apollo Intenza Emozione. I mean, I also have a 2-star one that helped me in that. I really wanted the Intenza Emozione, one of the most beautiful cars ever made. And yeah, you know, casual, 2 Peugeot Oxias and 4 Nissan R390s. Now I know you're wondering, you know, he doesn't have the Volkswagen IDR, but he has 4 R390s. How the hell does that happen? Well, all these came after the Volkswagen IDR basically, but it did help him win the Senna, so that's a plus. 720S 962, and of course, talking about the Senna, here's the Senna, and here is his high end. We have the Apollo Intenza Emozione, the Lamborghini Veneno Roadster, the Bugatti Veyron Supersport, the Peugeot 905B, the Porsche 918 Spider, and of course, the Rimac Nevera. For the first time, I'm actually looking at this car. Obviously, I wasn't playing when the finals are going on, which I think is crazy. I feel like some people cannot understand Blossom. For someone that plays top drives for his life, how can you just easily disengage when a 100 RQ car is coming out? To be completely honest with you, I know the answer, but I don't want to get personal right now. But I had the time of my life outside of top drives when this finals was going on, so there was no way that I was going to drop what I was doing then to go for this car, even though it is probably the best prize car that we'll get this entire year. And we're only a week into January, which I think is mind-boggling. But anyway, last but not least, I want to show you Christmas collection. Let's go into miscellaneous, no sorry, collections and tags. Christmas collection, where is it? 182. So he's got 2 Gallardo Super Trofeo Stradales, 911 GT3 on my wish list. You know, he's got 2 Continentals, 2 Targas. This is just insane, bro. So he's got 7 Dynamic S's, 11 TVR Tuscan convertibles, 6 Subaru Imprezas, 4 Cobalts, 4 Challengers, 4 Outbacks. What even is this? What is the meaning of this? 6 300S's, 10 300ZX's. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And did I say that this garage is 300 days old? Yeah, I think you get it right now. Please don't take a shot every time I say that. You'd be dead by now. But yeah, let's go into all cars. Let's check out wishlisted. What else does he want? Okay, so I think he's basically, these are all Christmas collection cars. He's just looking for Christmas collection cars. Yeah, Christmas collection, Christmas collection, Christmas collection. Wow, yeah, this is a man on a mission. Ooh, yeah, you know what? The Bluebird. He needs the Bluebird. Let's go into all cars. What are the ones that he's missing right now? So I would say he doesn't have a banana. Looking for a banana. CC100 is huge. Caterham Super Light. Those are some really big ones he needs to get. Flying Spur, I think, is a very useful car because it's medium and it's a saloon. I think he's also missing out on the Charger Hellcat, if I remember correctly. So the Charger Hellcat, oh yeah, he needs the Charger Hellcat. SLS Roadster, not that useful anymore now that there's the Viper SRT10, so that can slide. Lingenfelter is a very good one. Probably missing out on the GTR Concept. That's a really good one to have. I love how that this garage is so good that we're basically looking for what he needs, right? M3CS, definitely need an M3CS. And I-Pace, always an I-Pace. Black S is pretty good too. Supercharge is definitely one that he needs. So yeah, he has a lot of great cars, but he's definitely missing out on some others. He hasn't won the Firenze, quite surprising actually. I haven't won it either, but I still need a freaking Super Rare. And of course the Ford F-150. I feel like a lot of people have this. I don't have it yet. It's been on my wish list for freaking forever now. What else? And of course the Bluebird, right? We talked about the Bluebird. We saw that he already has it on the wish list. What else does he need? The Cyclone, yeah, definitely needs the Cyclone. That thing is absolutely insane. I don't think there's anything else here that he really needs though. unless he likes the car, but there aren't any really game changers. I would say that the Corvette Z06 is pretty good, but it's definitely not like a game changer level kind of car. This, once again, pretty good, not game changer level. But yeah, I think the last one that he really genuinely needs is going to be the Bluebird, for sure. Where is it? It's all the way at the bottom because it's RQ65, but like honestly, this car could be RQ70 and nobody would bat an eye. Fantastic car. But anyway guys, that's going to be it. That is So Fanny's garage. Over 2,000 cars. He has the Rimac, he has the Senna, the 905, the Intenza, Emozione, Veneno 918. Absolutely fantastic garage for only 299 days. But anyway, that's gonna be So Fanny's garage showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and So Fanny, I know you're gonna be watching this. I hope you enjoyed this as well, because I know if you're watching this in like 5 months time, your garage is going to be so much more scarier. But anyway, hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies. They so fine. Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies. They so fine. Sit back, relax in my Bonneville Pontiac. Hold tight all night, cruise to Jacksonville Atlantic. Blonde hair, don't care, look like Leslie Brooks. Pin up girls everywhere with the drop dead look. Swing it side to side as we slow dance to the night, when I'll hold your perfect hand and take you out.